G'day and welcome to our special episode from the Aussie Kids podcast room. Podcasting sounds fun, but what are the educational benefits behind it? How can you, as a teacher, successfully use it within your classroom? As an end-of-term reflection of my current teaching style, I gave the job to my students in the last week of school to explain to me what they really enjoy about podcasting. Reviewing their work over the holidays, I was quite surprised with their understanding of the educational benefits, so much so that I really needed to share their knowledge with you. So within this unplanned episode, the students will be explaining to you why they enjoy podcasting, and as a teacher, I will attempt to give you some tips and hints on how you can implement podcasting effectively and educationally within your classroom.
Podcasting is a good way to learn how to work in a group and a way of learning to speak in public. It's a great way to learn how to share information to the world.
Doing podcasting, you get to spread your knowledge with the world and get the benefit of knowing you've helped someone learn about the way of life. Also, because it's a fun way to practice public speaking and finding out information.
It is a fun way to practice public speaking skills. It lets you be more creative. You find more children are more interested.
Fun, now that's the key word. Podcasting. Educational fun for our students. How many times as a teacher have you heard the moans and groans from our students when you say to them, we're going to do a report now, say, on the history of flight? However, if you said to the kids, we're going to do a podcast report for the world on the history of flight, then things are different within the classroom.
Podcasting is fun because people all over the world can listen to it, and you can put rock music and jazz. I think every school should use it.
Okay, podcasting is a fun way of educating within my classroom. As a teacher, I understand it bursts open the boundaries for educational communication between my students, the world and myself. But how do I do it within my classroom?
Podcasting is cool because other people around the world will hear it, and that it helps people become more confident in front of crowds.
Firstly, the students must understand the difference between a good podcast and a podcast that's not quite as effective. Research some of these for yourself and then share them with the kids. Why not complete a Y chart on what a podcast should look like, sound like, and how it should be spoken for an audience? Check out the link attached to this podcast for a helpful worksheet.
By doing podcasts in classrooms, it allows us to learn more effectively because we are not just copying it off the board. We are getting our own information and actually editing it and reading our scripts out loud. We can also practice our public speaking skills.
Now you have a topic that you wish to share to the world. Think carefully about this topic. Is it something that the world would like to know about? Have the kids working in groups, researching and gathering notes about this topic in the normal generic structure. Edit and proofread as you normally would, but now here's the difference. Students working in their groups formulate their script. Have one person for the intro and another for the outro. All the other members are working on the paragraphs within the body of the script. Check out the link attached to this podcast for another helpful worksheet. An effective podcast uses timing as a main element. Once the scripts are written, have the students time themselves with a stopwatch to find the most concise information. Podcasts that go on for too long are not as effective or interesting for the audience.
Podcasting should be used more in schools because it is a fun way to combine many skills that we have to learn, such as public speaking skills and group work skills. We also get to share our research with other people in the world.
Now the fun bit. Let the students play on the recording program for your podcast. This allows the students to practice their public speaking skills and also allows them to refine their scripts before publishing.
Podcasting should be used in all schools because of the benefits it gives, such as adding music in the background to make it more interesting and not boring.
I particularly like it because it's a different way of doing work than rather copying off the blackboard. It can use your creative learning as well. More teachers should be giving children a chance at podcasting.
I hope this episode has helped in some way for you to understand how to implement one form of podcasting into your classroom. Why not give it a go? The kids really will surprise you. Thanks for listening to our special episode on tips and hints for podcasting in the classroom. Now don't forget to leave us some feedback, and why not tell us what you really want to hear from the Aussie kids. Don't forget to check out our other great episodes in our Aussie Kids series, and until next time, hooroo!